It's not about what you can get. And this is the biggest mistake that I see entrepreneurs make when they're trying to get media.
Welcome to the Chaos to Clarity show, where we help entrepreneurs unlock the next level of growth. I'm your host, Gary, CEO and co-founder of Wyld.
Today's guest is Stephanie Burns from Wyld Agency. How are you doing today, Stephanie?
Great. Thanks for having me, Gary.
Stephanie, give everyone some context about what you do. So in about 30 seconds, what's your business? What problems do you solve and how do you solve them?
Sure. So I'm the founder of the Wyld Agency, and we're a thought leadership, visibility, amplification agency. And we help company founders who are ready to take their personal brand out into the world. They've had some success. They have a message they want to share, a book they've written. They know that their personal brand coming out into the spotlight will be beneficial for them, their business, and their growth. And so we help them do that.
Awesome. So as you know, we like to invite guests over to talk about one golden nugget of business advice, learning you've had in the past that maybe you wished you'd had earlier and that you wish to share with our audience. So what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
So today I'd like to talk about the power of media in your visibility strategy. And to give a little context for this, I used to have a business called Chic CEO. And we were a web-based resource for female entrepreneurs, over 100,000 entrepreneurs that I started back in 2010. And through that journey of helping women get businesses started, I also became a contributor to Forbes. And I don't contribute to Forbes anymore, but I do contribute to Entrepreneur, Life Hack Today, and a couple other places. And so being a business owner and going out and getting media, being a journalist and being pitched media, and now having a visibility agency where I do all of that for my clients, there's really some really key things that you need to know if you think that media or press is a really good part of your visibility strategy, which it is. So
No,
I wanted to.
awesome. And I definitely see there being a lot of movement and more people trying to leverage their personal brand and build it out in a way to also reflect on their business. So I think it's a strategy that's being adopted more and more. And so I think it's also about hopefully learning what will help you stand out and build that personal brand maybe a little bit quicker and better than others. So as you know, Stephanie, we like to actually focus on actionable insights in this show. So we'd love to learn from you on what we can do to make that happen.
Absolutely. So the first thing to remember is when you're pitching the media is that pitching media is never about you. It's never about your company. It's not about what you can get. And this is the biggest mistake that I see entrepreneurs make when they're trying to get media. When I started Chic CEO, within 6 months, we were named as one of the top 10 entrepreneurial websites for women by Forbes. We were in the top 50 websites for entrepreneurs by Inc. We really got some really big press right away. I've never hired a publicist. I've always gotten it myself, and I've done it because I've always taken the mindset of being a teacher. And so that's the first point, be the teacher. Never pitch media with the mindset of, I need to tell people about my company, ever. It will not work. Nobody cares unless you're Elon Musk or you're, Jeff Bezos or Martha Stewart or doing something big like getting a Series A or anything like that. So as we go through our entrepreneurial journey, we learn things. We have lessons. We have crazy experiences. We all have crazy experiences. We all have a really fascinating story, but it can never be about you. You need to remember that somebody is reading an article for them. So if you're not teaching them something, if you're not giving them some actionable advice that they can walk away with, they're not coming back. Now, this podcast is a really good example, right? You're giving people 3 actionable pieces of content. So I know that if I come to your podcast and listen to it, I'm going to take something valuable from it. The person that taught it to me is now ingrained in my life. I remember their name. I probably will start following them. Always take that mindset, take your marketer hat off, put your teacher hat on. What can I impart? What lessons can people learn from me? What mistakes can I walk through what are my 3 tips? What are my how-tos? What is my story that somebody else can take from me? So that is the first point. Always be the teacher. Do not be the marketer when you're thinking about leveraging media for your company.
I love that. And I think one of the things you need to overcome to get there is what I think a lot of people feel is this imposter syndrome, right? Like, what do I have to share? Like, why would people listen to what I can teach? And so there's always something valuable.
For more resources, go to usewhale.io.